Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here. It's Saturday the 17th of December some of you are on Twitter will already have seen this picture. This is the analysis from midnight last night from meteocenter.com, and it is for 500 millibars, so it's about 18,000 feet, but look, it really does show this trough across the UK and going into central parts of Europe. Shows it really well. Look, here's the upper low feature that was associated with the surface low that went through yesterday, bringing us that snow, and this trough is now all moving its way eastwards during the next few days through Europe. But that really is, I think, quite a fascinating feature. This meteocenter.com site's quite good as well, because it's good for just getting a feel for where the jet stream is at any particular moment. And this is the jet stream chart for midnight last night for 300 millibars, and you can see there the strongest of the winds running down through northern Spain into the Mediterranean, bringing really unsettling conditions through the central Mediterranean and then up through the eastern parts of Europe. So it's really good for highlighting areas of weather. And while I'm on about highlighting, thanks for clicking on the adverts that are around this site. That's what generates revenue, that keeps the site free of charge. Obviously don't just click on an advert for the sake of it, but if there's an advert you see that you like, click on it, go through to the advertiser. It generates revenue for us, keeps the site free of charge, and also shows the advertiser that you like the site too. So thank you to all of those who've done that so far. Okay, so there's the trough then. I know it's quite a critical week coming up for many of you, so let's take a look in more detail as to how things shape up. This is the Weather Online output from the GFS model, and we've got isobars here, the lines, and we've got rain shown. And also up here, top left hand corner, is the time that each of these charts is valid for. So that was early hours this morning. Here we go into Saturday afternoon, and notice still got some showers feeding down the east western coast of Scotland into the north and the west of Wales, one or two as well across the eastern coast of England, but ridge of high pressure building in from the west. It's that ridge of high pressure that, as we go through the next few days, look, does manage to edge its way eastwards. This is Sunday, and I think for Sunday got a feed of showers that just comes into northwest Wales, northwest England, western Scotland. Probably quite cloudy and I think quite cold in those areas. Could be some sleet and perhaps even snow showers too, but for the east and south it should be staying generally dry. Into Monday, another frost as well over eastern areas. I think cloud increasing to the west though. Still some showers here, but here comes the main feature for Monday. This is the feature that's going to be warming up the weather. Watch as it goes eastwards during the course of Monday, that front going east, taking some pretty hefty bursts of rain with it, particularly I think heavy parts of northern England through the Midlands into southern parts of England too, perhaps 10 to 15 millimetres. But then it clears its way eastwards through Monday evening, and we get into milder conditions. Although this ridge of high pressure may well bring a frost overnight into Tuesday morning. Notice the showers though for northern and western parts of Scotland through Tuesday. Tuesday itself sees pressure generally high across the south, but here's another front that's moving in from the west during Tuesday afternoon. It brings rain into western Scotland, northwest England, Ireland, western parts of Wales by the end of the day on Tuesday. Some pretty heavy rain there, look, across northern parts of Ireland. And then overnight on Tuesday, that feature moves its way eastwards and northwards, takes some rain through many of us, and brings us into mild conditions. The front itself then gets stuck through Scotland and parts of the far north of England through Wednesday. But down to the south, look, this ridge is building in. That's going to be bringing in much milder conditions. So we're looking at daytime temperatures perhaps in the south of around 12 degrees Celsius, but still cool further north, only about 4 in the north of Scotland. Quite breezy in the south too. Isobars quite close together there. Into Thursday, the front eventually gets a kick up the backside and clears out the way into Thursday morning. The ridge then builds across much of the country, so it is generally dry conditions for many. Although look, western parts of Scotland through Ireland always suffering with this front, which is going to be bringing outbreaks of rain here, those turning more persistent through the day. Some spots of rain I fancy for western coast of Wales and southwest England, but many eastern, central and southern areas should be staying mainly dry. On into Friday, and we start to see a change again. Low pressure is north of Scotland on Friday. Here's the remnants of the front, look, just clearing away from southeastern England. Then we get into a more unstable polar maritime flow, quite a strong one as well. So I think feeling colder again on Friday. More persistent showers for northern and western parts of Scotland, where some could be quite wintry. Further south though, it's generally drier across England and Wales, although always some showers affecting these western coasts. Into the Christmas period, well, in comes another front look for Christmas Eve. I think this straight westerly flow bringing some, well, temperatures near normal I suppose, but milder down towards the south. Western coastal, we're seeing more cloud and some outbreaks of drizzle during the course of Christmas Eve, but eastern and southern areas should be drier. Into Christmas Day, and a more unsettled look to the weather on Christmas Day. Low pressure to the north of Scotland. I think cooler for Scotland, northern England. At the moment, I reckon it's just the highest ground of Scotland that stands the chance of seeing anything like a white Christmas. Down to the south, it does look much milder. And then the jet stream becomes re-established into the beginning of the new week. So Boxing Day looks a bit stormy with rain spreading eastwards. Excuse me. And I think through the week, really, what we're going to be seeing is a return to what we've just had. Unsettled conditions, going cool at times, windy, and with periods of rain. Some of that rain could be quite heavy at times, particularly in the north and the west, and will turn to wintry weather across Scotland, northern England, and northern parts of Ireland at times during that week between Christmas and into the new year. So, how does it look in the upper air? Well, this is the 7 to 10 day means from the ECMWF on the left here, GFS on the right, and you can see how both are quite similar. We've got this jet stream. This is the period between now, so next Saturday, and into the 27th, and notice how the jet stream's strongest across the UK. Got this weak ridge across the south, which is bringing in the milder conditions, but on the GFS look, they're keeping the jet stream further south, which would put the UK into cooler conditions. So this kind of flags up a little bit of uncertainty in the forecast that we must watch for. How mild is it actually going to be through that back end of the Christmas period? GFS certainly keeps it cooler than the ECMWF does. Again, I stress, not winter conditions by any means, but it is just keeping those things a little bit cooler. Okay, so that's the forecast. I know many of you have got a busy week ahead, so do take care and have a good week, and look forward to a rest for Christmas. Thanks for watching, and again, just a reminder that the adverts around the site here are what generates the revenue to keep the site free of charge. So if you see one you like, click on it, go through to the advertiser and support the site, and also the advertiser too. Thanks for watching, and keep the sun shining.